Hey, what's going on, peeps? My name is MrRhexx and we're back with some more World of Warcraft. On the last episode, we decided not to kill one of the fabled uniques in the Barrens. I am going to get to level 15, and I don't actually remember. Let me see if I can grab it here real quick. Ekiyaki. I'm gonna get to level 15, which shouldn't take too long. I have some rested experience, and well, quests nowadays give you kind of a lot of experience, so it shouldn't take too long before we reach level 15, and then we can just go and retrieve it. I said before what was gonna be the name for any wolf that we encounter, so if you guys remember it, it's fantastic. If not, it is going to be Haritha. Haritha is the first pet that Rexxar, the character Rexxar, had when he first came into Azeroth. You see, I guess out of all the pets that Rexxar is supposed to have, he was the only one that actually was from Draenor in the first place. When Rexxar came into Azeroth during the first Great Wars, according to the lore, he lost his pet. He was attacked by a warlock when, I believe it was Ner'zhul. They don't really explain exactly what situation arose that made a warlock attack Rexxar. But all we know is that a warlock tried to kill him, and Haritha, his wolf, came in between the warlock and Rexxar to protect them, and ended up having his life essence drained by the warlock, and then ended up dying. Rexxar killed the warlock, of course, but Haritha was dead. And when that happened, he vowed to serve no man, and to only listen to beasts and only befriend beasts, because they were the only ones that wouldn't betray him. So it was a form of betrayal. He was just tired of betrayals. Obviously, Gul'dan betrayed the Horde, and then Ner'zhul betrayed the Horde. His planet was pretty much destroyed by Ner'zhul, and it's just a whole little deal that I guess I don't necessarily have to get into. But it's where Haritha comes from. Is his first pet, the one and only, his main love. It was a black wolf, a massive black wolf. And that's what we're gonna name Ekiyaki, even though it's as wide as they come. Let's go ahead. Oops. I think I'm gonna have to lower the sensitivity of my mouse because it is a little bit insane how fast I can move the screen. Sorry if I make you dizzy. But it's actually moving way too fast for me. Okay. So there's a bunch of quests here. They're gonna have to deal with centaurs. Centaurs obviously are kind of a menace to most intelligent creatures. They are the ones, and everyone knows this, I guess. They're the ones that have been at war with the Torrents for the longest time. The centaurs have plagued, there we go, the Torrents for years, and recently the Kolkar centaurs of the Barrens have grown into a real threat. Normally they were disorganized in these lands, but new leaders have arisen among them, rallying them. To preserve our holdings here, the Centaur's leaders must be destroyed. Bring me the head of Barak Kodobane. He just likes to kill Kodos. He camps west of these forgotten pools. Defeat him, then return to me. How easy it is, huh? To destroy an entire, I don't know, group of Centaurs by just asking some adventurer to do it for you. Hey, could you kill their leader? Cool. I'll give you some gold. Done. Oh. Okay, so we also have to find the fungal spores. I believe it was the undead in the Barrens that asked us to do this for him. He's stunning them. And the reason why he's stunning these fungal spores is because, well, the Barrens, it's pretty much a wasteland, as you have undoubtedly noticed. But alas, there is a massive oasis here. And, well, vegetation. Look at the trees and the plants and the mushrooms and the flowers. It's pretty radiant for whatever reason, and that's what we're studying. We're studying why there's an oasis of awesomeness in the middle of a wasteland. Now, I'm not sure about the specific origin of this specific plant, and I'm guessing that as soon as we complete the quest, it'll give us some more knowledge as to why exactly this is here. But what I'll tell you guys is that there is, since we're kind of entering the realm of the Emerald Dream, we're gonna have to eventually talk a little bit about it. If you guys know, there's an instance here in the Barrens called the Wailing Caverns, and the Wailing Caverns used to be one of these oases, a lush garden between, you know, the desert oasis. And the instance pretty much relies on this druid called MrRhexx that found that oasis and found the latent energies inside of it, and he was wondering why this is it. Why is this lush when everything else is barren? And he realized that there is an opening inside of the caverns that enters the Emerald Dream. Now, why would the Emerald Dream make a place verdant and lush? What does it have to do with anything? Well, I guess you probably have to understand what the Emerald Dream is supposed to do in the first place, why it was created. The Emerald Dream was created by the Titans, and I guess I'll talk to Tahari just a little bit later. Let me just explain this here real quick. Actually, yeah, I might as well just explain while I'm killing some Taurans. It's probably for the best. I was in here to scout out the Centaur activity. I've been tracking their every movement for days. It is time for me to sneak out, but they've got this oasis surrounded. You look like a dangerous one. Can you make a lot of noise for me? Stir them up. Start killing indiscriminately while they're looking out for you. You'll slip out to get my info on Rigger Deathgate. Cool. Yeah, it's better if we do it this way, then we can just talk as we, you know, murder some of these guys. The Titans created the Emerald Dream to form some kind of blueprint. See, I'm not sure how the magic works for the Titans exactly, you know, what are the necessary ingredients to create a planet, but they wanted to create a blueprint. This is how the planet is supposed to look like. You know, if nothing changes, if nothing goes wrong, you know, if for some reason they have to wipe out Azeroth and create it anew, this is how it's supposed to look like, the blueprints. Sorry, I keep smacking the microphone. And that's what the Emerald Dream is. The Emerald Dream is pretty much how Azeroth would look like if it wasn't changed by intelligent beings. So it's pretty much just like, you know, lush, mountains, gardens, lakes. It's all beautiful and awesome. I'm not sure as to what exactly lives in there, you know, because as far as robotic entities created by the actual Titans are concerned, I'm not sure if they're supposed to live there. We haven't really been told too much about the Emerald Dream. What we know is that Ysera, the green dragon that is supposed to take care of it, was created for that one purpose, to protect it. But regardless, I'm kind of getting a little bit too ahead of myself, I guess. But that's what the Emerald Dream is supposed to be. So there's a lot of magic, a lot of, you know, awesomeness in that other world, and some of that awesomeness just kind of sneaks into our world every now and again, and well, that's what the Willing Caverns is all about. It's this opening in the rift into the Emerald Dream, and the magics of the Emerald Dreams are seeping into our world and bringing back the lushness, because that's what it's supposed to do. So that's why later on we're going to see some quests that kind of relate to that, but more importantly, the one instance in this place that has something to do with that. And well, there's a big chance that this lush oasis has something to do with that. But I'm sure that the undead Varian Barons will probably let us know. But yeah, so that's the reason why if you play the Night Elf campaign, if you start as a Night Elf and you start in Teldrassil, that's the reason why you see a lot of those druids kind of sleeping into the Emerald Dream. It's a pact that Ysera made with the druids, and it has a lot to do with, you know, nature and the power of nature in the Emerald Dream, and you know, it kind of ties their connections to their natural powers here in the real world with, you know, that of the fake Emerald Dream. But again, we don't really know much about it. That's why most people have been asking for an expansion, because honestly, there's so much to know, but we don't get told anything. Anyways, that's done. Let's go ahead and move on. I think we're pretty much done with everything. Yeah, I guess so. Cool. And here we go. Tahari.
What you want?
Oh no, that was beautiful. I probably shouldn't have stayed to watch. Now that they're looking for you, I'll slip quietly away in the dust of the aimless galloping. What? Be sure to look for my bots at the other pools. Bosses, agents, at everyone.
Stay away.
Yes! Level 15, boys. Alright, so we actually get talents now. As soon as you get to level 15, you get access to the talents of your class. That being Hunter, not necessarily Beastmaster, that we are. These talents are pretty much for any of the three. They don't actually change, which I think they should, but they don't. There's not really that much variety when you really think about it inside of a class. Disengage also frees you from all movement impairing effects and increases your movement speed by 60%. Disengage also activates a web trap, which immobilizes all targets. Reduces the cooldown of Disengage by 10 seconds and the cooldown of Deterrence by 60. We haven't gotten Deterrence yet, but it pretty much just makes you parry everything for a couple of seconds. It's pretty good, just defensive abilities. Disengage is 20 seconds. This would make it 10 seconds, which I think I might enjoy that. I think I'm gonna go with timing. I don't know. Nah, post haste is probably better. I'm just trying to picture, like, what would be better for me if a warrior charged. Like, if I was dueling that warrior again, what would be the most useful? And this can be trinketed, I guess. Although for PvE purposes, it would be really good. This is probably my second choice, but I feel like having that haste for 8 seconds, that's pretty good. Even if it charges again, 8 seconds, that's a lot of time. Let's do that. Plus, it should help me out, just kind of run fast from one area to another. Oh, I have to explore the waters of the pool. I totally forgot. You're supposed to check out this little opening over here. Here we go. Awesome. Now we'll see what they have to say about it. But yeah, as you can see, you get new talents every 15 levels. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, and 100. And obviously the latest talents are the new ones, which I still haven't actually even seen. It's been a while, guys, since I last played a Hunter. It really has been.
How may I aid you?
Hello, I keep smacking the microphone. Jesus. Hello, Rexar. Do you have the Kodobane's head? Yes, I do. Well done, Rexar. Kodobane is just... Oh, Rexar. Kodobane, yeah. It's just one strand of a tangled thread. There are other cold card leaders to kill elsewhere in the Barrens. Seek out my companions at the other oases if you wish to press the assault. And we're gonna get some... I guess we don't really have a choice. I would rather just have my agility and stamina than having some intellect. So I'll just get the mail so I can sell it for more money. It tends to sell for more. So usually if I can't use any of these, I'll just grab the mail.
Ancestors watch over you.
Ancestors will watch over me. Cool. And, well, we're at level 15, so we should technically be able to take a Kiyaki. Let's go ahead and make that happen, boys. Alright, here we go. A Kiyaki. Now I actually don't have... Oh, God. I was, I had too many pets to be able to tame a Kiyaki, so I kind of had to dispose of one of my lovelies. I'm gonna keep Hoffer, obviously, because, well, it's one of Rexar's, but I did have to get rid of Rex, the raptor. Too bad. Well, it is what it is. At some point, we're gonna get more pets, so it's not gonna be bad later. But for now, we do have to limit the amount of goodies we can use. Let's do Tame Beast. Here we go. He shouldn't be able to do much harm to me. Old school hunters would set up a frost trap in here so that he would be frozen while I would tame him. I don't have such a perk yet because I haven't earned it, but it's something we're gonna have to be able to, or we will be able to do later on. Anyways, cat, let's go ahead and name him. Rename is gonna be Haritha, just like the big black wolf of Rexar. There we go. Awesome. Let's just pretend like, I don't know, he has a cookie powder on top of him or something. Some baking powder or something. Oh, there we go. We're gonna have to probably summon him again and then actually kill him. I don't know how he will feel about killing his own equal. I always kind of hated the fact that when you make them a pet, they get tinier. I mean, what's the harm in just having a bigger pet, right? Like, honestly. And it's kind of cool because there's some... I mean, look, I can understand if, you know, you taming like something like a boss or something, because you can tame some bosses that are pets. And, you know, obviously it would be kind of weird if you had a, I don't know, some kind of boar that was at least 3 times your size. That would be really weird. But, I mean, come on, right? There has to be... There's some kind of awesome feeling about taming a massive beast and actually have it be, you know, relatively big. If just half your size, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for it to just be at least maybe even, I don't know, 20% bigger than that. I don't see the problem. I don't know if the ability is there for us still. It's Visceral Wrath. Here it is. Sends you and your pet into a rage. I'm not gonna fight these guys actually. Sends you and your pet into a rage for 10 seconds. Your pet deals 20% additional damage and breaks all loss of control effects. I don't know if that's still the case, but before when you used to do this, you and your pet would both increase in size, especially your pet. Your pet I think would become like at least 20 or 30% bigger. So it's still in the game, probably, that you can make that happen. I wish that it was more of a permanent thing. I never thought it was a problem, but I don't know. Maybe in cities, everyone having like massive pets would be kind of an eyesore, but I don't know. Anyways, here we go. It's funny that Segura, I read that apparently she is like one of the main, I don't know what you call that, but she's supposed to be like super sexist, I guess. She's supposed to be one of the few orcs in the game that promotes equalism between genders in the Horde. If you play as a female, well, anything, and you talk to her, she's like, oh my god, I'm so happy that, you know, we got some more girls pushing forward into the ranks. Like, it's just kind of like that, which is cool. And I believe if you talk to her as a guy, she goes something like, oh, don't think that just because I'm a girl that I can't handle myself or whatever. She's supposed to be the leader of the Barons, by the way. I believe Thork is the protector, the defender, as he wants to call himself, but she's the actual, you know, de facto leader of this place. You've beaten Ekyakian. Though his days of hunting are over, his spirit is with you. He will show you the strength found in subtlety and the honor in mercy. I did give him mercy. He's now with me. He's kind of my slave now, so whatever mercy that is. I underestimated you, Hunter. The Horde is fortunate to have you in its ranks. Yes! Loktar Ugar for the Horde. This young orc hunter has conquered the great Ekyaki. Let his actions show the might of the new Horde. The hunt deepens, Rhexar. Now you must find and defeat your prey within its lair. Hunt the Sunscale Raptors to the south, where they have built a warren amongst the hills just off the road. Slay them and remove the feathers they wear. Place the feathers on the Sunscale Raptors' nests to show their brethren you do not fear them. Be cautious, Hunter. Raptors hunt in packs and will swarm you if you're not cautious.
Go with honor.
I'll go with honor. Well, that's done. That's pretty cool, but I'm mostly just interested to see what these guys have to say about the Oasis. I really do want to know because I'm not sure.
Friend.
You found a fissure in the earth with power emanating from it. Strange. Something is causing that oasis to bubble over suddenly with life. Come, Hunter. There's something else I'd like you to investigate with me. So yeah, there's that fissure in the water that has power coming from it. So as I said, I know that in the Wailing Caverns, it is definitely the Emerald Dream, but I was wondering if it was also the case for the Oasis, and it seems like it is, just based on the fact that it is power emanating from it. An explosion of life from barren soil. My companion Jarek has described similar events happening elsewhere in the Barrens. I shall have to see this for myself, but I cannot abandon my post. Here, Rhexar, I'll loan you my eyes. My eagle companion here has served me since I was named. Please accompany him to Thunderhead Summit, where Jarek awaits, and we will investigate. Cool.
Ancestors watch.
And we have the Tungus eyes. Cool. Oh, this is the Wailing Caverns now. Hunter, the Barrens used to be one of the most beautiful places in all of Kalimdor. It teemed with life and promise. Now, as you can see, that is no longer true. It is land of great torment and strife. This is both MrRhexx seek to cleanse the Wailing Caverns and bring them back to their former beauty. Okay, we might actually do it, since it has a lot to do with the lore of Barrens as far as the present lore of Barrens. Look at this guy with his freaking heirlooms, man. Freaking pimping. We might actually do it. I guess I can just, you know, get a team going or something.
Does that better be
Do you have the
good?
spores, Rhexar? My associates and I are eager to study this phenomenon. Ah, yes. These are good specimens. Potent. I am forsaken, and we honor our contracts. Here is your reward, Rhexar. Yes! I've cultured these unusual spores you dug up with the most magnificent cocktail of regions that I'm fond of. I'm eager to see how my manipulated spores react to the waters of the Crossroads Oasis. The stagnant oasis to the southeast should provide us an uncontaminated site for our experiment. Simply plant this culture in the most soil anywhere near the oasis, in the moist soil, okay? And document the results for me. Cool.
Remember,
Alright.
may patience.
We'll follow those experiments, see where that leads us. We now have to go into the raptor's den, and this is the eyes, because we gotta explore some of the barrens, and I believe it doesn't tell me where to actually put the soil. It wouldn't be south. No, it's northern barrens. It's weird that it doesn't show us exactly where on the map, but I'll probably do so as soon as we get close. Anyways, why don't we go to the... I want to go to Ratchet just so that I can collect it. I'm not sure if I actually want to do any quest there yet. So I decided against it. I don't want to go to the to Ratchet, at least until next episode. For now, we don't really have that much time left with us, so I just want to do into the raptor's den, kill some raptors, see if we can collect some of these. I believe it was the feathers we need to collect, right? No, we just have to visit. Oh, but we do have to collect the feathers and then put the feathers on the nests. Oh boy, I might as well kill them. Come on, eagle, do something. Yaki left us. What the hell, dude? Oh, here. Jeez, man. Leaving me when I most need you. It's not very proper of you. Anyways, we have to kill a bunch of raptors. Eventually, they're gonna drop feathers. I believe we need 3 feathers, and then we have to visit or find. I think the challenge in this mission is mostly to actually find the nest, because at least 2 of them seem to be fairly well hidden. I don't know, as far as my experience is with the game. Oh boy, 3 guys. All right, let's see if we can actually survive this. We'll use our rage. Kill this guy real quick. I should probably start using command a little more often. It's probably my strongest ability, and I don't use it. I'm too used to just being kind of boring with arcane shots. Okay, there we go. Another. Oh, we're cool. All right, awesome. What I should probably do, and this is something that I feel like every hunter should do. Let's see if I can find that. It's action, probably. I need to find a way to keybind my pet attack to something. Pet action. Oh boy. I need pet attack, if that's even a thing. I remember it being a thing before, but I don't know if they changed that. I'll find it myself. Okay, so it's not as pet attack anymore, but it's pet action button 1, which is supposed to be this one, which is attack. So we'll put this into, I don't know, I guess I'll do my mouse wheel. Oops. Middle mouse. Move and steer from, yeah, I don't use that. So now, I should be able to target a raptor and then just click the mouse button and have my pet just go for it. It'll make it a lot better for me, specifically because this guy's aggro, and even the quest giver herself tells you to be careful here. You attack 1, you're probably gonna aggro 2 or more, so it's always nice to send your pet first, have him aggro everyone, and then just, you know, take care of that. It's a lot easier to heal your pet than it is to heal yourself. And that's always been the case with the hunters. For every ability that you have that heals you, you get something that heals your pet for twice that amount. So if you ever get the chance, have your pet take the damage. It's pretty much free damage, and even if he dies, you can just resurrect it. It's no big deal. We are pretty damn powerful. I mean, look how fast we take care of this guy. So we're never really in any true danger. So, anyways, we collected 1 of the feathers, I believe. How many do we have? Oh, we have 3. Yeah. So we'll just have to put them here. This is one of the nests. Pretty much the end of the whole, well, nest. We kind of came in from the back, which is kind of funny. Anyways, we have to find 2 more like that, and the mouse should be able to tell us if we highlight it. Should be able to tell us that it is a nest. The other one's over there. It used to, you can see that it's kind of highlighted. You know, you can see the background and it's highlighted. It used to not be the case. It used to be kind of difficult to find the actual nest because all the nests look similar. You know, look at all the eggs over here. Like, they used to look like those, just not highlighted. So I remember having a hard time finding them. Usually I would, but there we go. It's not. All right, well, kudos to Blizzard for making things easy once more. They seem to do that a lot. Now, the last one always eluded me. I remember killing raptors and clicking on every single goddamn nest, never finding this one. And, well, not anymore. It's over here. You have to go up the hill, and it's at the very end of it. This drove me crazy so many times. You guys have no idea. Or actually, if you played the game a lot, you probably do have some idea of that. But oh boy, what the hell was that? Jeez. Things got really serious all of a sudden. Anyways, there we go. Yellow raptor nest. It's done. Now we can, I guess we can stop it at the hill. So don't worry, guys. I'm giving you some more time today. Tonga's eyes taking to the summit. But we're gonna have to probably. Oh boy, how do we do this? How do we do this? I guess we're just gonna have to circle this entire section here. Go all around the mountain. And find that this is Centaur land though. At least where that hill is. This is all centaurs over here. So we're gonna have to be careful. We might have to traverse the forest because there's an oasis there, and I know that there is because that's one of the quests that we're gonna have to do. This is actually new. This is from Cataclysm. Deathwing broke much of the Barrens. Before, the Barrens used to be just one big zone. It used to be a massive zone, and because it used to be one of the biggest zones in the game, and because, well, all torrents, trolls, and orcs used to start close to the Barrens, they would all quest in the Barrens. And because of that, it was one of the most populated zones in the whole game, and because of that, Barrens Chat used to be the thing that it was. I don't know if I really want to explain what Barrens Chat was, but it was just pretty much like, if you guys remember the old school trade chat, you know, people just spamming random garbage, talking nonsense, having conversations about sexual things, and pretty much all kinds of advertisements and spam. That's pretty much what Barrens Chat was. Obviously, to a lesser degree than trade chat was before. I don't know how it is now. I think you can select to not even hear it, so that's probably what I've been. I think it's defaulted even to that. I'm not sure. But it used to be a thing because of that, because it used to be one of the biggest zones in the game, and now it's been split into two, so it's not as big as it was, you know. The Blood Elves, just since the Blood Elves kind of became really popular in the Horde, and well, the Blood Elves don't necessarily quest in the Barrens. Much of you know of the high density of this place has kind of gone down. But yeah, now it's two places, Northern Barrens and Southern Barrens. North is 10 to 20, Southern Barrens is 30 to 35. So we will come back here later. There is a very specific path that you're almost kind of like expected to follow as a Horde member, and that is you start obviously either in Durotar or Mulgore. You go into Northern Barrens, and you go into Ashenvale. You kind of pass through some Telemans. You can see that there's like a little path here. Just go whoop. Then from here you go into back to Southern Barrens, and then you keep going down. It's a thing. I always liked it, that it was kind of like an obvious, you know, little route that you're supposed to take. Though, if you guys remember before, oh, I think I have to go up from over there. Before, you were never told where you were supposed to go. The only way in which you as a player was expected to know where to go was by actually reading the quests. Because remember, there used to not be any quest markers before. Now the game tells you, oh shit, here's the quest, here's the other one, here's the, you know, like whatever. It tells you on the map exactly where to go. Before, you know, Tonga would tell you like, okay, you're supposed to hike a mountain where the centaurs are, and in the middle of the top of that mountain, you're supposed to click on this item, and that's it. That's all the game would tell you, and you were supposed to know to come here. You know, you were supposed to follow all the instructions, and that was also the same thing for knowing where to go next in terms of, you know, where to find the next quest hub. Someone would tell you, okay, just follow the road south and you'll see a village, and I guess you can get quests over there, and then you were supposed to follow those instructions. Now the game tells you exactly like, okay, well, if you're this level, go here. If you're that level, go over there. It's simpler times, guys. Now we're living simpler times. It used to be so complicated. Anyways, the eyes should be able to work. I believe we should be able to wait for Tonga. I'm not sure. I guess I can summon her again. There it is. And now she is just going to look around, fly, do some crazy as tricks in the... I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just doing some... I don't know what he's doing. Come on. Look, this is the summit. Tonga. Please, por favor. There we go. God knows what I actually have to do to trigger it. She just kind of does it. Alright, so let's see what he has to say. Looks very pretty. I'm not sure exactly what view distance I have here. Where does it say that? View distance, I have it on high. So there's still ultra to go. We can check it real quick, see how far we can see. Yeah, so that pretty much only allows you to see the mountains, because some of those mountains kind of disappear. So if there was something higher than ultra, we would be able to see that, but I don't think there's a need for ultra. It's just for the mountains to the far. And oh, merciful Earth Mother, look at the scope of, oh shit, I'm missing dialogue. What is this? Something else is happening to the land south of our fissure. Oh, we're getting attacked. That's what's happening. Oh boy.
What brings you here?
Is that it, Tungus?
I've been expecting you.
Good. He's just gonna give us some information. Indeed, the flora is growing unchecked, devouring the land. Similar to our findings from the oasis. Yeah, so that's pretty much happening. But that's South Barrens. We will not touch that until level 30, so it's going to be a while before we even touch on the actual Emerald Dream and, well, the negative effects that it's causing in the land, even though you would assume that would be good. Let's do everything in our power to stop the same from happening here. Okay. Well, see, that's... normally should be like the oasis, or I guess down here, you see look how controlled this is. It's just a bunch of plants, and it's all green, and then the lake, it's nice. That is kind of crazy, and as soon as we get inside there, you're gonna notice that it's kind of like a jungle. You got some crazy ass, like giganormous snakes and enormous beasts that are just wild and crazy and just want to kill you as soon as you step in. Like it's as it is, it's pretty untamed. And the reason for that is that this is, well, that's supposed to be the Emerald Nightmare. It makes things go a little crazy, where this is supposed to be more akin to the Emerald Dream, where it's just like, cool, you know, how it's expected it to be. But anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, sorry, I'm changing my schedules. I've been streaming every day from like 10 a.m. to like 7 p.m. Literally just all day streaming. I'm taking it very seriously, this whole YouTube and streaming situation. So it's been just non-stop streaming, just daily. It's kind of exhausting, but I love it. And it's making my schedules a little bit awkward, so I probably already made a blog about this. I'm not sure if I have by the time you see this, but I will have to change this from leveling weekends to something like leveling weekdays or something. I'm not sure, but the schedule has to change because I don't have the time during the week to actually record, you know, this for the weekend, so I'll figure something out. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.